Ladies and gentlemen, God bless Mitch McConnell. Hopefully he has a complete and speedy recovery. However, I'm reading a Spectator article. Sources, GOP senators preparing for McConnell retirement. The Senate Minority Leader has had a serious issue last month. Now multiple sources confirm that numerous senators are actively reaching out to fellow Republican senators in efforts to prepare for an anticipated leadership vote, a vote that would occur upon announcement that McConnell would be retiring from his duties as leader. So, you have a changing of the guard, hopefully, to a more populist Senate minority leader. Okay, Mitch McConnell almost single-handedly lost the Senate. They blamed Trump, but it wasn't Trump. Schumer does not act like McConnell. Pelosi does not act like Paul Ryan. If Schumer acted like McConnell, if Pelosi acted like Paul Ryan, Democrats would never have any influence in Congress at all. There is no never Democrat, never Biden or never Hillary. It doesn't exist. Ask yourself why there's no equivalent of Mitch McConnell, he literally funded in Alaska a Republican candidate to defeat another Republican who was more aligned with Trump at the expense of two Republican candidates, especially one in Nevada, who could have used that money. But you have a situation where McConnell has open disdain to Trump. When you have Republicans losing and they don't rally around a president, and I don't care if you don't like his personality. We had record low poverty with Trump. Okay, Mitch McConnell and Mitt Romney, all these people should understand we had record low poverty with Trump in 2019. We had record highs in household median income with Trump. We had the Doha Agreement that Biden completely botched. It was a May 1st, 2021 withdrawal. The stipulation was leave by May 1st. And Democrats ruined that. Well, they completely messed that up. Those 13 Americans should be alive today. Those 100 Afghans should be alive today. You don't utilize the help of your mortal adversaries in withdrawing after you've passed the timeline to withdraw. But we had the Abraham Accords. We had the first president to step foot in North Korea, and we see what's going on now. The world was objectively a safer place with Trump. And all they could talk about was the DNC emails and how they interfered in 2016 and Trump was not legitimate. But of course, when Trump has the same type of sentiment, oh my God, it's the end of the world, the end of democracy. Mitch McConnell is one of the reasons that Democrats are so influential. Their influence is waning, thank God, because they continually fail. Shutting down the economy towards Trump's last year in office was the worst thing we could ever have done. And Democrats gleefully pushed for that, and that's not Trump's fault. That was a choice. That was an apoplectic, typical, frenzied, decision-making by the wonderful morally superior among us who are almost always wrong on everything. And then they just move on to the next hysterical, topic that they're so sure that they're right on. Okay, the environment, okay, and then they flood 200 million barrels of strategic petroleum reserves. Okay, shut down the economy. Then we had toilet paper runs. Now we have bank runs. The toilet paper runs lead directly to the bank runs. Okay, not Trump's policies. Nothing, literally nothing to do with Trump. The rebuttal is, he didn't take it seriously. I'm like, well, yeah, he did. And again, everything with Trump is subjective. I didn't take it seriously. That's your viewpoint. He spread information that's not accurate. That's your viewpoint. He's devouring democracy. That's your viewpoint. Oh, he tried to commit a crime in Georgia. That's your viewpoint. There is no crime in Georgia. There's no crime in January either. He tried to foment, and that's your viewpoint. That's your opinion. Hit subscribe to this channel right now, ladies and gentlemen. Read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, other publications. Go to hagoodman.com. To my new Patreons, thank you very much. My Patreon link is below. $1, $5, whatever. If you enjoy this, my work, your support is greatly appreciated. Super thanks is below next to the like and the share buttons. Go to contactgoodman88@gmail.com to become part of a newsletter. But ladies and gentlemen, according to this Spectator article, he is going to step down, or he is basically retired already, or about to. And hopefully, if Republicans want to win, and Republicans want to save the country, because, you know, when they indicted Trump in New York, that was a message to Kinzinger, to Liz Cheney, to Mitt Romney, to Paul Ryan, to the Lincoln Project, to the Never Trumpers. If you fall out of line, the Democrats could very easily indict you using loyalists within state government, city prosecutors, and contrive a federal crime. They're still looking for a crime with Trump, even in the indictment. Even in an indictment, they're still looking for a crime. It relies, the 34 misdemeanors were elevated to felonies for a crime that's not even listed within the indictment because the FEC didn't find Trump. But see, again, Mitch McConnell, when you have, like, I read the National Review and the Washington Examiner, those are good publications, but, like, they're not really populist. If you look at the more libertarian and populist Republican Party, that's the moral case, if you want to talk about morality, is to not vote Democrat. The moral case, it's a moral imperative to vote for Trump and populist Republicans, because with Democrats, you get endless wars and military conflict. That's why the Lincoln Project is just voting Democrat. That's why the Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld people vote Democrat. That's why you have an invasion in Europe now, and you might have a catastrophe with Taiwan, God forbid, under Biden's watch. Objectively, foreign policy is a catastrophe. Just draw a T-chart. Objectively, it's an absolute catastrophe. Okay? And we're 90 seconds to midnight, and the world is descending into chaos. We did not have these problems with Trump. We did not have the inflation or bank runs with Trump. We had 2% inflation when he left, even after his last year in office. We had hysteria, a frenzied, apoplectic media trying to take him down, saying the sky was falling. So many people my friends who never cared about, like, politics really, suddenly were like, oh, I'm scared, I'm frightened. What's going to happen? Frightened about what? What? Because the New York Times and the Washington Post and MSNBC and CNN and Vanity Fair and Esquire and The Atlantic and New Yorker, New York Magazine, Rolling Stone, all of these and CNN, MSNBC, and Jimmy Kimmel, all of these people and all of Hollywood, they're up in arms and they're, oh my God, hysterical over Trump. That means that the economy isn't good. That means that foreign policy wasn't good. How can you not differentiate between what matters and just pure public relations? You have these people who are supposed to be brilliant individuals on the left, oh my God, but they're too stupid to actually draw a line of demarcation between public relations, the emphasis on Trump's personality, and his accomplishments. And again, you get these, like, never Trump people. I don't like his personality. Oh, you like Biden's personality? Insulting reporters, using profanity, and then he gets away with it because Trump is worse? Trump has never used profanity. Then it gets into, well, he did worse. That's your opinion. The objective reality is that the economy was better under Trump. We had record low poverty. I told somebody that the other day, and I should never even discuss anything with somebody who doesn't like Trump. I should follow my advice, but I said we had record low poverty with Trump. And it was like a glassy look in the person's face. It's like you can't even enter the brain. But ladies and gentlemen, McConnell leaves. Trump, there's nothing stopping Trump. I mean, Donald Trump is the best president of my lifetime, by far, in terms of foreign policy accomplishments and in terms of economic policy, and in terms of the economy. It's people like Mitch McConnell who prevented Trump from really helping this country, being even a greater president. Give me your thoughts below, and giving all that power to the Democratic Party. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right